Well, good afternoon and welcome to St. Louis Park Girls Softball. And you are in Oriole country. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Resnick, and you are looking at the Oriole Park at Aquila Field here on a beautiful Friday afternoon with about 63 degrees with a slight wind. Tonight, the Orioles are hosting the Cooper Hawks. It's a conference battle. Orioles come into the game with a 4-4 record, coached by Al Wahutka, and the Cooper Hawks are coming in with an 0-2 record. So we'll get some information on the Hawks. The coach is Aaron Brown, and their first game they lost to Osseo 3-1. They had a weather delayed or weather postponed game against Fridley, another one against against Totino Grace, and then in their second game of the season they lost 6-10 against Irondale. And Coach Aaron Brown told me it was all going well until one of the Irondale girls hit a 3-run bomb, and that pretty much changed the story. So beautiful night here at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. As you can see, we're panning across. The Orioles are meeting on the first base line, and one of the captains there, Lauren Resnick, is working with the other captain, Lauren Myra, and they're getting the girls ready for the game. On the other side, you've got the captains of Cooper meeting at home plate, and it looks like Coach Brown has a full squad there. So 2-4-6, so that would be Leah Donahoe. You've got number 4, I guess they changed the number there. We'll have to find out who that is. And then number 6 is the leadoff batter, Tamara Hicks. So looking forward to a good game. We have 2 officials tonight. And again, this is conference play here in the North Suburban Conference. This is the last year of the North Suburban Conference. The Orioles will be moving over to the Suburban West next year. So you're looking at the lineup here. You've got Hicks, Donahoe, Hanson, Burns, Judy Bruner, Hulquist, Adams, Worset, and Beener the pitcher. The pitcher is a freshman. And interesting point of note here today, the catcher for the Hawks is actually the catcher for St. Louis Park's pitcher, Lauren Resnick, in the summer. She's caught for her for 2 years, and so on their club team in the summer, they played together and had a lot of success. They actually won the state tournament last year at their level, so exciting stuff, and fun to see each other back on the field. There you see, that's junior Lauren Resnick, one of the tri-captains, and she's warming up on the hill today, and she's battling a little bit of an injury, so we'll see how she does today. She's got a little bit of a back injury that she's been working off, and she took the last game off. They played at Irondale in the rain and lost to Irondale in that game. So looking around the field now, we've got Resnick pitching. We've got Shay Swanson, the backstop. We've got Lauren Myra, one of the other tri-captains, at first base. Maria Barr, the third captain, at second. Maddie McIntosh over at short. Mackenzie Evenson now back at third base. Roaming the field, we've got Megan Perkins in left. Anya Lindell Paulson back from her injury as she had a concussion in center field. And then we've got Sarah Garcia, senior player, out in right field. So Park breaks their traditional meeting at the mound, and we will lead it off with the shortstop, Tamara Hicks. She's going from the left side of the plate. Resnick rocks and fires. That's just inside. So ball 1. Ooh. Thought she offered, and I'm not sure she pulled back or not, so we're going to take a look and see. She might have pulled back. That could be 2-0. And there's the bunt. The play by Evenson, not in time. So a nice play, good infield hit by Hicks, and caught Evenson just too far back. She's got to charge that ball and come up firing. It's just not coming out quick enough. So runners safe at first, and this will bring up number 2, Leah Donahoe. She offered, and I'm not sure if she pulled back. The umpire did not make the call. And Hicks goes down to second on the drop ball. So 0-0 here, top of the first. And an offered bunt, and she misses. So everybody's moving on that. Oh, and drop ball again, and Hicks moves over to third. So Shea's got to try and get in front of that ball a little bit and keep it in front so the runner can't advance. So nobody out. 2-1's the count. And a fake. Oh, and Shea picks it up foul ball. So she popped out of that crouch nicely. Good recovery. And now we even the count at 2-2. Resnick rocks, fires. Oh, and Donahoe just kind of reached at it to get a piece of it. Count stays at 2-2. Runner at third, nobody out. Top of the first here at Oriole Park. And strike three. So one out. And this brings up number 31. That's Michelle Hansen. Shelly Hansen, she's playing third base tonight. Just a little bit outside. Looks at ball one. Resnick rocks and fires. And there's a foul ball. And she evens the count at 1-1. Oh, the beautiful changeup. Mackenzie Evenson, there's the out at first, and they play at home. Ooh, collision at home there. So a nice play by Evenson. She gets the out at first. Runner scores from third. That was Hicks. And this should bring up Jessica Burns. Jessica's playing left field today. Got a wide stance. Resnick comes back firing with a beautiful pitch. Kept it low and outside. And she jumps on top of the count, 0-1. Burns was not ready for that one. Let's see if she knows what's coming on this one. Oh, and there's a rise ball. And she can't catch up to that one either. So now 0-2 the count. And Resnick is giving her a nice mix of pitches. Coach Stephanie is calling the pitches from the dugout over to Shea at the backstop. And then she relays the message to Lauren. Lauren reaches back and strike three. A beautiful pitch. 1-2-3. And she gets the strikeout. So after a half inning complete, there was one run on one hit and no one left on base. Resnick records 2 strikeouts, and the other one was the fielder's choice made by Mackenzie Evenson at third. So there you see the line. And now the Cooper team will come out and take the field. Again, they've got Ray Beener. She's pitching tonight. She's a freshman. And then they've got a nice mix of players around the field. Here you can see the lineup for St. Louis Park, your Lady Orioles. Leading off, number 6. And playing the 6th spot, Maddie McIntosh. Batting second, number 1, your backstop, Shea Swanson. Batting third and playing center field today, number 11, Anya Lindell Paulson. Batting fourth, that is Lauren Resnick. She's the pitcher. And then you've got Mackenzie Evenson, who is playing third base. And then we've got Lauren Myra at first, Maria Barr at second, Sarah Garcia out in right, and finishing off the order, you've got Megan Perkins out in left field. And now you're looking around the outfield for the Cooper Hawks, and you can see out in left, you've got Jessica Burns, you've got Leah Donahoe out in center, Tori Adams in right. Coming around the infield, you've got Ray Beener, Judy Bruner at catcher, and then you've got Worset, Hallquist, Hicks, and Hansen rounding out the infield. And there you go. And Judy Bruner takes a nice throw down to second base. Ooh, Hicks can't hang on to it. So now they'll have their customary meeting out at the mound, and we'll get a chance to see Maddie McIntosh for the first time tonight. Maddie's been doing a nice job at shortstop this year, coming in to the varsity with literally no varsity experience, no high school experience playing until this year. So really stepping into some big shoes here. And here we go. Ray toes the rubber. It went a quick windup, and Maddie gets just on top of it. So 0-1. See if she's got another pitch. I know that she's been working on a couple and talking to the coaches. She's got a fastball and a drop ball. Oh, and there you go. Maddie gets it. That should drop in, and the trouble in the sun. Oh, and a basket catch. What a nice play by Jessica Burns. So 1 out. Just hung up a little bit too much, but as you know, here at Oriole Park, in the latter part of the afternoon, the sun really wreaks havoc on the left side. So 1 away. And this brings up number 1, the backstop, and that's Shay Swanson. Shay looks at ball 1. So 1-0's the count. Ray looks at Bruner for the pitch. Swanson goes right back to Ray, and Beener throws her out. So a 1-3, 2 outs. And this will bring up the 3 spot. That's number 11, Anya Lindell Paulson. Paulson playing center field today. Again, Anya coming off the concussion, so it's good to see her back out on the field playing. And she's been hitting the ball relatively well. She looks at ball 1. So 1-0 the count, 2 outs here at Oriole Park. Bottom of the first on a beautiful night. Ooh, that's a nice pitch. So evens the count up at 1-1. Beener's looking very composed today. Oh, and she battles back. Nice pitch, low and inside. So 1-2 now the count. And now Anya's going to have to protect the plate. She's seen a heavy dose of change-ups and drop balls. And there's the fast pitch. Hit sharply to second base. And that's Hultquist. Hultquist over to Worcett for the 3rd out. So that was a snapper mow-em down inning, 1-2-3. And no runs on no hits and no one left on. And after 1 complete here at Oriole Park, we have 1-0 in favor of the Cooper Hawks. So I'm reaching back to Paul. We've got Misty here on the on camera number 1 in the truck on top of the truck. Are you with me, Paul? I had Paul on the truck, and I was looking to see if we had. But we've got several cameras today, so we're looking forward to some good vantage points. We have a camera positioned out in. Oh, and now I see Paul out in center field adjusting the center field shot. So we've got center field, we've got right field, and we've got 2 up on the truck. So we've got a nice full staff of people here at ParkTV 16, and we're excited to be able to bring you the broadcast. And for those of you who have family members at home, you'll be able to have them just go right to the website. You can see the game on YouTube, and if you're watching this now, you probably are seeing this tape delayed. But beautiful day. If you get a chance to come out and support the girls, come on down. You can't beat the price. Ticket admission is free, and really nice to support St. Louis Park Youth Athletics. So now we have our customary meeting at the rubber. The girls break. The girls out in the outfield break. And top of the second, we're going to lead it off with number 28, the catcher, Judy Bruner. Judy's batting 5th today, and she's been hitting the cover off the ball this season. She watches Lauren go high and outside. So it's fun to see these girls battle. Former teammates, and now during the school season, they go head-to-head. Resnick rocks and fires, and she gets Judy on a low pitch. So 1-1. Good placement on that ball. Interesting, both teams are in their dark uniforms today. Orioles only have the one uniform, and the Hawks have their orange home uniforms. Oh, there's a changeup, and she held off of it. So 2-1's the count. Judy is the main catcher and moved over to Cooper and caught for them last year and had a nice season. Resnick comes in, jams her, and that ball's going to be foul. So now we're at 2-2. Be interesting to see if she comes back with the fastball or she surprises her with the change. Judy seems to be right on it, though. Third base coach is Coach Aaron. She is the head coach. She gives the signal. Ooh, inside. Purpose pitch, they call that. Establish the plate. 3-2, full count. I anticipate the pitch is going to be somewhere around the plate. Resnick rocks and fires. And there's a high hit over to Maddie McIntosh, and she makes the play. So a 6-3 out. Well hit by Judy. It just a little, almost too hard into the ground, and it gave the shortstop time to make the play. And this will bring up Macy Hulquist. Macy's number 11, and she's playing second base today. Oh, there's a high pop. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, and Shea makes the catch. Fans, if you get a chance, I want to point out the fact that Shea flipped her mask there, gave her a much better vantage point of the ball, and that was a one-pitch pop out to the catcher. And this will bring up Tori Adams. Tori's number 13. Tori's playing right field today. Ooh. Look good from here, might have crossed a little high. So 1-0 is the count on Tori. We've got 2 outs here, top of the second. Low and outside. So the corners were charging there, which is good, and second base is leaning over towards first to cover the vacated spot by Lauren Myra. So 2-0, Resnick rocks and fires, and low and outside. So Lauren's not giving her anything to hit here, but I expect this one will be catered. She's not going to want to lose her with 2 outs. Tori's leaning way over the plate. Oh, there we go. There's a nice pitch. So got the one when she needed it. It's 3-1. This is what they call a hitter's pitch. You know it's going to be close because she doesn't want to lose her. And she lays down a bunt, and the play is there. Oh, and Shea came up throwing. Unfortunately, Maria Barr could not squeeze it at first, and she'll be safe on the air. So 2 outs. Adams safe at first, and this will bring up the first baseman, Tracy Worset. Worset was sporting number 27 today. Resnick goes right at her, gets strike 1. So she jumps out on top early. 0-1's the count. Just a beautiful day. I can't emphasize how nice it is here. We really need a grill or something going at this point because it is just gorgeous. Resnick goes high. The throw down to second is just a little bit off the mark. So Shea came up throwing. And a good strong throw, but to the left side of the bag. We needed that on the right side of the bag. And that'll have Tori Adams safe at second. And the count is 1-1. 1-1 on Worset. And there she swings right through it. Resnick looks like she might have pulled the string a little bit on that one. So 1-2 is the count. And we'll see if she can surprise her with something here. This is typically a good opportunity to throw something off speed. Oh, and she came in hard. So strike 3. And that's 3 outs. And the tally for that half inning is no runs on no hits, 1 left on with an error. And after 1.5 complete, Orioles 0 and the Hawks 1. So, Paul, are you back in the truck? Nope. Oh, who do we have on camera today? We just So we've got Misty and Misty, Kurt, and Kevin. Okay, great. So again, I can't emphasize enough the great volunteer opportunities here at ParkTV 16. Paul, as everybody knows, does yeoman effort with all of his work for all of the sporting events and other events in the St. Louis Park community. Misty as well. She also does her weekend report for Park, which is a really nice job. And then we've got some other volunteers in Kurt and Kevin, and we're glad to have them aboard. So leading off the top of the second, we'll have Resnick, Mackenzie Evenson, and Lauren Myra. So it will be 4-5-6 for the Orioles. And Cooper's doing their little cheer at the rubber, and then the outfielders did their little meeting in center field. They'll break the huddle, and we've got Beener adjusting the turf in front of the rubber, and now she looks into Bruner for the sign. A quick windup, and that's low. Ball 1 to Resnick. 1-0 the count. Nobody out, nobody on. Bottom of the second for number 9, Lauren Resnick. She hits that off the fist. It's going to be a trouble bouncing through, and it's going to get in, and infield hit, it looks like. So Resnick leads us off with a interesting English on the ball. Didn't get all of it, but it was dropped just nice enough to give her an opportunity to get over to first. So Resnick on first, and this will bring up the third baseman tonight. That's Mackenzie Evenson. Mackenzie swings. That's going to hit her in the box. That's fall. So 0-1 the count on Mackenzie. She looks over down to head coach Al Wahutka at third for the sign. See if they've got a hit and run going here. Ooh, and she watches it. So evens the count up at 1-1. Or excuse me, 0-2. I apologize. 0-2. 0-2 is the count. So now she's gonna have to swing here. Keep anything close. She's gonna want to protect that plate. And I don't know that she's gonna get a great pitch. No, that's high and outside. And Judy Bruner comes up, looks down to Resnick, gives her a stare back, and the count goes to 1-2. It's fun to watch Judy and Lauren go back and forth, the former teammates. And Mackenzie fouls one off, and that goes back into the neighborhood. Ooh, into somebody's backyard. So Beener is given a wide variety of pitches today, as has Resnick. So the batters are kept on their toes. Oh, and that's in the dirt. Judy keeps it in front, and the count goes to 2-2. So Evenson working the count. Love to move Resnick around and tie this game up. Ooh, and she goes at the high one, missing it. So 1 out as Evenson strikes out. Runner on first, 1 out, and this brings up the first baseman, number 8, tri-captain Lauren Myra. Beater winds up, throws. Resnick gives the fake, so we had a fake bunt and the fake steal. And strike 1 to Lauren Myra. The 0-1's the count, 1 out. Coach Wahutka gives the sign. Myra's ready. And that's low in the dirt, and Judy keeps it in front of her again. So nice job by the catcher, Judy Bruner. You can see that veteran catcher keeping the ball in front of her at all costs. And now the windup by Beener. Resnick fakes, goes, and that's going to be ball 2. So 2-1 now on Myra. 2-1 with 1 out. Resnick looks over to Coach Stephanie Johnson for a little confirmation. Stephanie works with the pitchers. That's outside. So Biener's struggling a little bit right now. 3-1, hitter's pitch. She's going to put something close. Hopefully Lauren's ready and she can jump on it. Oh, and a beautiful bunt. Let's see if Resnick can get to second. They're going into second. Oh, and Resnick slides through the tag. Beautiful job. So a nice bunt by Lauren Myra. She's safe at first. Resnick hustling down to second with a nice hard slide. And now we've got first and second with one out. And this brings up the crime dog, Maria Barr, number 3. That was a good pitch. So it looks like Biener just got upset there, and she just rocked and fired that ball. And she jumps out on top, 0-1. And there's a hit right up the middle. Shortstop's having trouble. Oh, she gets her out at she gets Myra out at second. So Maria finds herself safe at first. Resnick slides over to third. So we've got first and third, and number 5, the right fielder, senior Sarah Garcia. That's going to be high. 1-0 the count on Garcia. Ooh, just dropped in. Nice off-speed pitch there by Biener. And she evens the count, 1-1. 2 outs, bottom of the second. First and third, Maria Barr at first, Lauren Resnick over at third, and Sarah Garcia up to bat. And that's outside. Judy Bruner tried to pull it in. She really tried to sell that one, but unfortunately the ump wasn't having it. So 2-1 the count. Number 5, Sarah Garcia. She's locked in. She stays off of that one, and it's 3-1 now. So again, Biener finds herself deep in the count, and the situation for the hitter's pitch. Be nice to load him up here for Perkins. Ooh. So full count now. Oh. Resnick, they do a snap throw back to third. Trying to catch Resnick dancing around back there. Coach Wahutka is telling her, don't mess around. You can't take your eye off the ball. So all the lights are on now on the scoreboard. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Garcia. Oh, and she looks at strike 3. So a missed opportunity there for the Orioles with a runner at third. We could have tied it up. And Ray Biener, the pitcher, really battled back there for a freshman. She did a nice job of not letting the base runners get to her, and she went deep in the count, and she was able to get the out. So for that inning, we had no runs on 1 hit and 2 left on. And after 2 complete, Cooper Hawks 1 and the Orioles 0. Some clouds are coming in over here, and all of a sudden the temperature dropped about 10 degrees. But still a nice evening, well overdue. As the Orioles are out in the field warming up. No changes in the field at this point. So Swanson tried to get it out to Resnick and missed her. She threw it underneath her and then bringing the ball back. So they'll have her final pitch before the throw down to second base. They'll get together, they'll talk a little strategy, and then the Hawks will lead it off with the number 9 batter, and that's number 1, Ray Biener, the pitcher. So top of the third here at Oriole Park at Aquila Field, and it's 1-0 Cooper Hawks. Lauren Resnick adjusting the dirt in front of the rubber, getting it smoothed out. So for her first pitch. And here's the delivery. She goes high and outside, tried to get Biener to chase, and Biener wasn't having it. 1-0 the count. There's one coming back at the dugout. So Biener was behind that one. Lauren really jammed her. So 1-1 the count. She's evened it up. And number 9 is Resnick. Oh, came a little high. So 2-1 the count now. So 2-1 on Biener. Resnick rocks and fires. Ooh, really brought some heat that time, but just a little high. So now the hitters pitch on the other side. 3-1 the count. Lauren's going a little deep in the count. She's trying to stretch out. It looks like her back might be stiffening up just a little bit. It's been giving her problems for the last 2 months. And that's, oh yeah, she got her there. So now the full count, 3-2. So it's going to be the challenge pitch. Nice pitch. Oh, got her looking. So the backwards K, 1 out, and that was just straight up battle. 6 pitch strikeout, excuse me. And then we're at the top of the order, number 6, the shortstop. That's Tamara Hicks. Oh, there's a high pop. It's going to be, oh. So unfortunately, Lauren Myra went in with her glove. If she picks that up with her hand, she might have had a chance, but it was nicely placed. It would have been nice to see one of the girls just go flat out there. You don't see many of the girls dive, but it would have been fun to see somebody attempt one there. So 1 out, runner on first, and Hicks is on for the 2nd time today. Both time with bunts. I think she's going to steal. She's winding up. She fakes it. Let's see if Shay can get it. She played it foul. So strike 1 to Donahoe. So Resnick ahead in the count. 0-1, 1 out. Donahoe looking for the signal. We'll see if they're going to try and bunt here. Mackenzie Evenson's ahead of the bag by about 5 feet. Let's see if she can take it away. Oh, and she's going. The throw is on the right side. Oh, and Maddie McIntosh and Hicks had a nice collision down at second base. Maddie did the right job. She kept her eye on the ball, but unfortunately the ball took her over the runner, and we've got Hicks is safe at second base. So 1-1 the count, or they called a strike on that. I guess it's 0-2. I apologize. So let's see what Resnick gives her. Maybe we'll see the changeup here. Oh, that's a hard hit. Back to Resnick. Resnick gets the out, and that's 2 outs. Maria Barr covers nicely. So Resnick to Barr. Hicks moves over to third base on the fielder's choice. And this will bring up the 3-hitter, number 31, Michelle Hansen. Michelle got out on a fielder's choice last time, and it would be nice to see the Orioles get out of this unscathed. So first pitch, she was not having it. 1-0 the count. Resnick rocks, fires. Oh, and she's all over that one. Very good challenge. Hansen was really going after it that time. Resnick evens the count at 1-1. Hansen today is playing third base. She's at the hot corner. Oh, the beautiful changeup. Oh, and nobody's talking to each other. The 2 Laurens thought that one was going to take it, and nobody talked. Oh, but they called the out? I think she stepped out of the box. So no run. She made contact way out of the box. So for a very fortunate opportunity there, a play for the Orioles. I don't know, Paul, do we have that on the replay? I didn't see if you replayed it or not. All right, so Paul's gonna try and cue that up in the truck here. Here we go. You'll see where she is. So she walked forward. You have to have at least 1 foot in the box, and her front foot was out of the box. And then by the time she hit it, her second foot, her back foot actually came out of the box as well. So a great opportunity there, missed by the Hawks, as it was a put out on the batter. So no runs on 1 hit and 1 left on base. And after 2.5 complete, Cooper Hawks 1, Orioles 0 here at Oriole Park at Aquila Field. Orioles will be leading off with the number 9 hitter, Megan Perkins. She's playing left field today. Megan is a great athlete, multiple sport athlete. She's a runner, she plays basketball, and she's a softball player. So really fun to see Megan grow over the years and develop her skills and develop into a fine young athlete. Cooper's having some problems with the ball, kind of rolling all over the field here. So the Oriole half of the 3rd inning brings up the left fielder, Megan Perkins. Megan is donning the number 2 this year. And she stares down Beener. Beener goes low. Nice drop ball, and Megan kind of pulled her head on that one. So 0-1 the count. See if she can get back and refocused. Oh, foul ball, 0-2. Beener is very deceiving. She's got a fast windup, and the pitch isn't coming in that hard, but the windup is very deceiving. Very aggressive. And that's low. So 1-2 the count. Very similar to the first pitch that Megan went after. Beener the windup. Oh, and she gets her low, strike 3. So 1 out. And that is Beener's 3rd strikeout of the game. And we're at the top of the order, number 6. This will be Maddie McIntosh. Ooh, the big changeup. And Maddie was way out and ahead of that one. 0-1 the count. It's always fun to see the changeup on the first pitch. Now you just don't know what's coming. Outside, Judy Bruner tried to pull that one back. 1-1's the count. Tried to frame it up a little bit. And here's Beener. Quick windup and the pitch. Oh, and Maddie gets, that could be gapped. Oh, and a beautiful catch by the center fielder. And that's Leah Donahoe, a diving snag. Wow, what a play. Here you'll see the instant replay in slow-mo, and you can see Maddie got all of that one, but boy, Donahoe was on her horse, and she just made that play for the 2nd out. Nice camera work there, too, by the crack staff. And now Shea Swanson ropes one into right center field, and she jumps right on the first pitch. So a nice hit by Shea Swanson. She's our backstop today. And she's number 1, and this will bring up double 1, number 11, Anya Lindell Paulson. Anya's due for a big hit here. So 2 outs. We'll see if the Orioles can manufacture a run. Like to tie it up here and maybe even put up a crooked number. Ooh, Anya swings, and they're going down to second base, and Shea Swanson is safe. So a nice steal by Swanson. Anya swings at that first pitch to distract the catcher, Bruner. And there you can see, for as late as Judy came up with it, she really made it close down there at second base. A nice throw. That one's in the dirt, so 1-1. Beener takes a look in. The windup and the pitch. Oh, and Anya Paulson, she's just swung over that one. So 1-2. It almost looks like she's standing up when she swings, and I think that might be taking her right over the ball. So nice to see her stay in her stance. That's low. Bruner keeps, uh-oh, this could be trouble. A delay on Shea, and she was caught. So that's the third out. So no runs on one hit and no one left on. And we're going to lead that next inning off with Anya. She's going to get another a fresh start at the plate. There you see the scoreboard. It's all lit up tonight. It's nice to be able to have that. Where I think they're an inning behind. It's the fourth inning now. So the top of the fourth will lead it off with the 4, 5, 6 hitters for the Cooper Hawks. And that'll be Burns, Bruner, and Hallquist. So you've got the left fielder, the catcher, and the second baseman. And now we've got the scoreboard is up to date. I'm looking around the field. It doesn't look like there's been any defensive changes yet for the Orioles. So a very close game so far here at Oriole Park at Aquila Field, and just some missed opportunities for the Orioles. They had Resnick at third 2 innings ago. They had Shea at second last inning, and that's been it for our runners. So a couple opportunities to tie the game, but came up a little bit short. So here we go. We're going to lead it off with the left fielder, Jessica Burns. And there you can see someone is out there enjoying walking their dogs here at the beautiful confines of Oriole Park. So Lauren Resnick, number 9, back on the rubber. Adjusts the grip, rocks and fires. Oh, that'll be low. So it looks like she tried to come in quickly that time. And Burns looks at a ball. So 1-0 the count. And Resnick goes 2-0 on Burns. So no swing so far from Burns. In the first inning, she struck out and ended the inning. This is her second time at bat. That time she takes a big cut. And it's 2-1. Nobody out, top of the fourth. 1-0 Cooper Hawks. Oh, and Resnick has a beautiful, nice ball. She actually had some movement on that fastball. It just dropped at the plate nicely. 2-2, nobody out. Now let's see what comes up here. Barnes was way behind that one, so see if she rocks and fires again. And she does. Oh, there's a hard hit ball to Maddie McIntosh. Beautiful play by McIntosh. 1 out on the 6-3 play. Maddie's doing a nice job. She had a put out in the third inning as well, which was really nice. And this will bring up number 28, Judy Bruner. Judy hit a hard one into the dirt that popped over the pitcher and went to the shortstop. She goes again to the shortstop, and that one gets through. Perkins picks it up and brings it in quickly. So Bruner gets on with a hit. And this will bring up number 11, Macy Hallquist. So 1 out, and the Cooper Hawks have been very aggressive. I'd look for a steal here. The lefty, we've got third base pinching in. She missed. Strike 1. Resnick jumps out quickly. 0-1 the count. Oh, there we go. Strike 2. So they're trying to do the slap hit, which is effective if you make contact. But right now, Hultquist is having a little bit of a challenge. She's swinging right over the top of the ball. See if Resnick comes back and gives her something different. Oh, and there's a foul ball. Bruner was going, and she held back. Count stays at 0-2 with 1 out. Hultquist way behind it at this point. We'll see if Resnick stays with a heavy dose of fastballs. I think Bruner's going to be going. The fake. Mackenzie Evenson. So unfortunately, Mackenzie just couldn't get it out of the glove quick enough. And you got the infield hit. So Hultquist finds herself safe at first. Bruner goes down to second. There's 1 out, and this will bring up Tori Adams, number 13. Tori's playing right field today, and Tori's first at bat. Ooh, low and outside, but a nice idea. Everybody's moving. Tori got on with on an error in the the second inning, and got stranded at second base. So Lauren goes outside with her for ball 2. Resnick rocks and fires, and she committed, and the runners will go on the pass ball. So should be 2-1 on the count. I believe she went. The scoreboard has it as a ball, but it looked like she committed. We'll have to get an official look at that. So Resnick fires back. It's a nice pitch. Tori leaning way over home plate. Oh, and she committed. Foul ball. And that'll should put us at 2-2, but we still are questioning that third ball here. So hard hit back to Resnick. Resnick looks her back, throws it to first. Got her out at first. So a nice job by Resnick. She tried to look Bruner back, but Bruner ended up scoring from third. And I believe Hultquist got it over to third, but 2 outs on the 1-3 play. This will bring up Tracy Worsett, number 27. In the second inning, she struck out. Nice pitch by Resnick. She jumps out on top, 0-1. 2 outs. Orioles down 2-0 here at the top half of the 4th. That's a high hit ball to center field. Paulson camping under there, and she makes the catch. So a nice can of corn out there for Paulson to end the inning. So our line on that was 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left on. After 3.5 complete, the Hawks 2, Orioles 0. There you see the line. Cooper has 1, actually that should be 2 runs on that one. I don't know if we can get that corrected in the truck, but everything else looked pretty good. So Coach Wahutka is talking to the girls. We'll see if there's going to be some changes here. Looking around the Cooper side, don't think they've made any changes yet either. I think they're going to stay the same. So Lindell Paulson, who made that fine catch, should be back up. The play there is the third out was made last inning on Shea. They caught her in between the bases, and Paulson was still up to bat. So that was the third out, so that'll bring Anya will get a chance to come up with a fresh count and see if she can do something with that. Anya's first time at bat today. She hit into a 4-3 third out in the first inning. So second base throughout Anya first for the third out. Bottom of the fourth, 2-0, Cooper Hawks. Orioles will be coming up to bat with Paulson, Resnick, and Evenson. So Anya's up to bat now. Quick windup by Ray, and she gets a strike. So strike one on Anya. Falls behind 0-1 in the count. See if Beener comes back with the off-speed pitch. And she does. Off-speed, and that's a ball. 1-1. So a nice mix-up. She's inside, she's outside. She's got some good off-speed. Oh, and Paulson hits a sharp one right back to Beener. Beener goes over to first base for the out. 1 out on a 1-3 play. And this will bring up the pitcher, number 9, Lauren Resnick. And of course, we're going to congratulate each other at the pitcher's mound just because we like to do that. Sun has come back out here at Oriole Park. Resnick watches the high changeup, and it's 1-0. Resnick swings over the top of that one. Evens the count at 1-1. Beener looking in to Bruner for the sign. Bruner wants to take her outside. That's low. 2-1. Judy's going to try and frame her up. And she's taking her right over the outside of the plate. Resnick lifts one into right center field, and an easy out for the center fielder, and that's Donahoe. Donahoe's made some fine plays out there. She wasn't really challenged out. He had her moving a little bit. The ball just hung up there a little too long, so Lauren didn't quite get all of that one. Hit it well, but just not right on the screws there. So now we've got number 7. This is the third baseman, Mackenzie Evenson. Number 7. She watches ball 1 in the dirt. Orioles would like to get a 2-out rally here. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs, down 2-0. And Beener looks in. Oh, and Judy pulls. Judy Bruner really sold that one well. She caught it outside and she pulled the glove back in. That's the old Johnny Bench play. 1-1. Oh, and she held back. That was the floating changeup. Two and 1 the count. Scoreboard's off by a pitch, I believe. And Mackenzie drives one into the ground. That's the shortstop is Hicks, and she comes up firing with that sidearm throw and makes the play. So 3 up and 3 down on that 6-3 out. And your score after 4 complete here at Oriole Park is 2-0 Cooper. Are we taking a break, Paul? It looks like we're going to stick with it here. That's all right. We'll stick with it. Do you want to take one after the next? Top of the 5th on a beautiful night at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. Orioles are sticking with the lineup right now. No changes right now defensively. And leading off for the Cooper Hawks will be the pitcher and the number 9 spot, Ray Beener. Game start was 4:30. It's now about 5:16. So game is moving along at a pretty good clip. Biggest inning for the Orioles was the second inning. They had 5 batters. And for the Hawks, it was the last inning, the fourth inning, they had 5 batters with 2 hits and 1 run. So Lauren Resnick rocks back and fires. Ooh, and she really challenged Ray that time. She just flat out brought that one. There was no messing around. 0-1 the count. Resnick jumps out on top. Top of the 5th here. She hits it. Oh, and Maria Barr, can she make the play? No. So an error at second. Like to see them charge that if they can. So E4. And a runner safe at first. She definitely did not get all of that one. So Orioles missed an opportunity. And now the leadoff hitter is Tamara Hicks. Tamara's been doing a great job. And it looks like they're going to have a pinch runner for the pitcher. And I believe, let's just to double check, I want to make sure I give you the right name. That should be number 5, and that's Sam Hulquist. So the Macy's sister, she's a 10th grader. She's coming in to get a little action. And here comes Hicks. Hicks has been hot. She's been on twice, and she's scored once. The fake bunt and nobody covering second. Oh, they did get her. Nice play. What a beautiful play. Wow, Shea Swanson throws it down and no one covering. And you'll see here on the replay, McIntosh makes a beautiful catch and tag to have the wherewithal to throw her out. So here's the throw just out of our screen. There's a bunt. We had somebody covering, but it was just a little late. Tag her. There she goes. Oh, she turned the wrong way. She was inside the baseline, and but the ump said no. So again, Hicks is safe. Sorry, folks, I got a little excited there. So Hicks safe at first. Yeah, I think so. Backseat driver, backseat umpiring over here. There's a fake bunt, or she kind of did a chop bunt. I'm not quite sure if it was she tried to slap it or do a drag, but did not get the result she was looking for. This is Leah Donahue. She's made some nice catches out in center field today. She's had at least 2 or 3 great plays out in center field. And she's looking to help her team by moving Hicks around. And there's a hard hit ball to short. McIntosh. Oh, and I don't know where she was throwing it to because Maria Barr was not there. And Donahue will get on a fielder's choice. And Tamara Hicks will go over on the air at second over to third base. So first and third, this will bring up number 31, Michelle Hansen. Orioles will need to try and get something here to stop the bleeding. Oh, and that's going to be off the fist, just over first base. Hicks scores. Garcia throws it in, and watch out for third. And just as the old saying is, hit them where they ain't. So Donahoe ends up over on third after Hicks scores, and Hansen gets a little flare single over the first baseman's head, and this will bring up Jessica Burns. She grounded out to the shortstop last time. So 1 out, and the throw down. Oh, they've got her. Oh, it was a nice play, and nobody's covering home. There's going to be a play at the plate, and she's safe. So the Orioles had a play on there. It was the cutoff at second, and then the throw to home, and they had that was Donahoe dead to rights on the third baseline, and then on the air throw that got past Shea, she ends up scoring. Hansen ends up over on third. And Barnes is still at the plate. A hard hit ball off of Resnick, the pitcher. Let's see if Barr can make the play. Oh, it's too late. So Maria needed to pick that up with her hand, and she unfortunately picked it up with her glove. The runner will score from third, and that's three runs this inning for the Hawks. So they got the first out on the play down at second, and since then, the Orioles have really had some difficulties here, just some errors and some off plays, and unfortunately the score has now gone to 5-0 in favor of the Hawks. Resnick goes high on that one to Bruner. So ball one. This is Judy's third time at bat. She grounded out to the shortstop, and she got a base hit in the fourth. And there's a hit out to right center field. Garcia's not going to get to that one. And she throws it in, hits the cutoff, and Maria Barr walks it in. So another run for the Hawks. Bruner ends up on second with a double. And still one out. This will bring up Macy Hallquist. Macy popped out to the catcher in the second inning, and in the fourth inning, she got on a base hit. Are they making a switch? I believe they're making a change. So we've got a substitute hitter. We don't have a number on her yet. Who?
24, Emily Sullivan.
Emily Sullivan, number 24, is now in. Oh, good pitch by Resnick. She just rears back and fires. Strike one. So 1-1 now.
You're just making contact, though. You don't have to kill it here. Nice, easy hit, okay?
There's a nice shot. So 1-2 now. Resnick giving her a nice dose of an inside out. She was way behind the second pitch, so let's see if they stay with the fastballs or if they mix it up with a changeup here. 1-2. That's a high pop. That could be trouble. Anya's looking into the sun. She makes a nice catch. A beautiful play by Anya Lindell Paulson for the second out. So F8 for you scoring at home, leaving Bruner at second base still. So 2 outs, and this will bring up number 9. There's a new hitter here. So a substitution for Tori Adams is number 9, and number 9, Kristen Conyer, who, oh, here we go, Kristen Conyer, I'm sorry. Kristen Conyer. So number 9, Kristen is coming from the left side of the plate. 6-0 here in the 5th inning. 2 outs. Resnick reaches back. There's a strike. Looks like Lauren is just battling through it, a little frustrated with what's going on out in the field and trying to do it on her own here. Oh, and she got her upstairs. Nice rise ball. You could see on that release point, the ball just continued to go up until it got to the plate. So 0-2 now. Number 9 versus number 9. Oh, and the changeup, and she got her. Beautiful pitch. 1-2-3 on that one. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and the strikeout. So a tough inning for the Orioles. Doing our tallying here, we had 4 runs on 4 hits, and we had an error, and we had 1 left on. So, not sure if Paul's doing the math or not, but finds us at the bottom of the 5th. Orioles find themselves down 6-0. Orioles will be leading it off with, it should be Lauren Myra, Maria Barr, and Sarah Garcia. Not sure if we've got any substitutions or not. We'll see in a minute. So Coach Wahutka has mixed things up a little bit today. I noticed he brought up a couple of new girls who are on the bench here. We've got Jane Anderson, number 10, and we've got number 4 is Annabelle Schutte. Number 13, Savannah Romero, who had been getting some minutes at, or getting some innings at second base, and she's also pitched once this year. She's out with an injury in the Irondale game. I think she got hit on her hand when she was batting, and so she's got her finger in a little bit of a brace, if you will, or a protective brace, if you will. I guess that's probably the best way to call it. So bottom of the 5th. Wind has picked up just a little bit here. Game was moving along at a pretty good clip until that last half of the inning, where the and I think we're going to have a new pitcher. This is number 17 now. Just want to check to make sure I give you the right one. And this is Laura Beener. So the other Beener sister is now pitching, and she is she's a 7th grader. Lauren Myro will be the first batter today, number 8, for the half inning. She's playing first base. And we've got the other half of the Beener sisters towing the rubber right now. Couple of family affairs here today. We've got the Beener sisters and we have the Hallquist sisters. So leading off the Oriole half of the 5th inning is the first baseman, senior Lauren Myra. Lauren is scheduled to be followed by Maria Barr and Sarah Garcia. She watches high and outside. So ball 1 to Myra. Orioles could really use a nice rally inning here. Battle back. She hits a hard one down to the third baseman, who comes up cleanly with it, throws her out. And there's 1 out on the 5-3. And this will bring up the crime dog. That's Maria Barr. Last time up, Maria got on. Fielder's choice, I believe. She looks at ball 1. She hits it in between first and second. Second's there. She makes the easy scoop, and she throws her out. That's number 24, Emily Sullivan, I believe, over at second base. So 4-3, 2 outs, and that'll bring up Sarah Garcia. Sarah's playing right field today. First time up, Sarah struck out back in the 2nd inning. She watches a high ball. Beener adjusting the ball in the glove. Comes back. Ooh, she threw it nice and hard on the inside. Actually, some very good velocity there. It looks like she's comparable to her sister from a speed standpoint. 0-1. There's a nice pitch on the outside. Sarah's yet to swing this at bat, so she's 0-2. Or they're calling 1-2 now, I apologize. And she swings through that one. So strike 3. That was a mow 'em down inning, 1-2-3. No runs on no hits, no one left on. And after 5 complete, the Hawks 6 and the Orioles 0. Are you ready to step away, Paul? All right, we're going to step away for a minute and we'll be right back.
We were lucky. Before we were ever treated for breast cancer,
We planned for life after breast cancer. We made the choice. that breast cancer would not take something away from us.
No one chooses to get breast cancer. The only choice we have is how we will deal with it.
Cancer took my breasts, but my plastic surgeon gave them back.
Breast reconstruction made me feel like me again.
Before you're treated for breast cancer, get the facts. Women who are told about their breast reconstruction options report feeling in control and experiencing a higher quality of life after cancer.
I know because I am one of them.
I know because I am one of them.
I know because I am one of them.
Before you undergo surgery for breast cancer, get the facts. Make sure you know your breast reconstruction options. For more information, visit broaddayusa.org.
We're back at the Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. Top of the sixth here, Orioles hosting a conference game against the Cooper Hawks. And we had a substitution for the Orioles. Now playing second base is number 10, Jane Anderson. This will be her first varsity experience this year. And we've got a substitution for the Hawks, number 4. And Anderson makes the play. So, wow, there you go. So, Anderson comes in and she gets the first pitch. Grounder hit to her, and she makes the out. And that was number 4, Leah Myers. Laura Beener. So now we've got the other half of the Beaners. We've got Laura Beener. She's the pitcher. So 1 out, top of the 6th, 6-0. Resnick reaches back. She fires. That's hit into the dirt and played foul by Mackenzie Evenson. A lot of free swingers here. We haven't had a lot of people up there looking to walk. Really enjoy the game when everybody's up there hitting or batting to hit. Ooh. So the ball was fouled off her helmet, and we've got Resnick adjusts. Oh, and a beautiful pitch. Strike 3. So 2 outs on the backwards K. 6th strikeout of the day for Resnick, and this will bring up Hicks. Hicks has been the hot one. She's got 3 hits on the day. She scored twice. Ooh. Just a bit outside, as my friend from Milwaukee would say. Bob Euchre, for those of you who didn't know who I was talking about. There's a running, chopping swing. That's going to be foul. And that goes back into the stand. So, and they tried to throw it back in. It didn't make it back. 0-1 on Hicks. Oh, now they're calling 1-1, I believe. I've been off all day, folks. I apologize. Just a bit outside again. 2-1. Resnick giving her a steady dose of inside, outside. Oh, and a nice play. Resnick gets the play. No one covering. Oh! Resnick made the beautiful play. Lauren Myra charged, and then Jane Anderson unfortunately didn't get over and cover first base. So just a little mental breakdown there. Those are things, hopefully that'll come. She's a young player, but at this point you got to know where you're going. So Hicks finds herself on again on an easy one, and now, and then a slap hit into left field by number 2, and that's Donahoe. Moves Hicks over to second. Donahoe struck out in the first. She got fielder's choice in the third, fielder's choice in the fifth, and now she gets her first hit of the game. And this will bring up number 31, Michelle Hansen. Hansen got a hit last time and last inning and scored. It's a nice low pitch. Oh, that's going to get away from Swanson. She's having a hard time back there today. The ball is skipping away on several occasions. Hopefully she can get that glove down. That one hit her shin guard on her left shin guard and scooted over towards the Oriole dugout. 1-0 the count. 2 outs here. Top of the 6th. Uh-oh. And Shea missed that one. And the ball gets away from Swanson. And Hicks will score again. So Hicks has 3 runs today. Donahoe goes over to third on the pass ball. 2-0 is the count. Resnick battles a sharp hit over to third base. Oh, and a nice scoop by Lauren Myra. So Mackenzie Evenson comes up with the play. She short hops it over to first, but Lauren Myra comes up with the play. A nice scoop over at third by Myra for the 3rd out on the 5-3 play. So let's take a look at the line there. That was 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left on. And Orioles find themselves at the bottom of the 6th down 7-0. Should be leading off, should be Megan Perkins. Again, I don't know if they're making any adjustments. We did see Jane Anderson going in for Maria Barr at second base. And the first pitch made the nice ground, picked up the grounder, threw out the runner. And then unfortunately, we had a shot right back to the pitcher. Lauren Myra at first was charging, and Jane did not cover first base for the out. Ended up costing us a run, but I think those are things to build on, and she'll figure that out as we go along. Bottom of the 6th, 7-0 here at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. Judy Bruner throws it down. Hicks makes the nice scoop. Very impressed with Tamara Hicks. She's done work in the field and at the plate, and she's really been the juggernaut. Of the 7 runs, she has 3 of them, and she's gotten on all 4 times at bat, 4 hits. Not all clean hits, a couple of numbers, but her on-base percentage is 1,000, so hard to argue with that. And this brings up the left fielder, Megan Perkins. She watches the ball go high. From here, it sounded like it might have hit the pitcher's thigh as she came through. A lot of times that'll happen on a change. Megan's first time at bat was in the 3rd inning where she struck out. And she's late on that one, 1-1. Megan is way down on the end of the bat. And she watches strike 2. So now 1-2. She finds herself behind in the count. Tough spot to be in. Anything close, she's going to have to protect that plate. She swings and hits it to the first baseman, who covers nicely and gets the out unassisted. So ground out unassisted. 1 out. And we're at the top of the order, Maddie McIntosh. Maddie's line today, she flew out to the left fielder in the 1st, and the 3rd she flew out to the center fielder. And it was a really well-hit ball, but that center fielder made a heck of a catch. And she watches low and outside, ball 1. Orioles have just not had an inning where they were able to string much together. Hopefully this will be the inning. Maddie drives it. Oh, the pitcher, Beener, over to first on a 1-3. 2 outs now, and this will bring up Shea Swanson, the catcher. Shea goes after the first one, hit to third base. Third base comes up clean and makes the play. One pitch. Shea's been going after that first pitch on the last two at-bats. Hit it nicely over to third, but third baseman made the play, as you can see there, on the 5-3 putout. So, again, a 1-2-3 inning. And so as I look at the scorecard, third inning, fourth inning, fifth inning, and sixth inning. So 4 innings in a row where the Orioles go down 1-2-3. It's going to be hard to put up runs, and in the first inning they went down 1-2-3. So it's hard to put up runs when you don't have base runners. So now we go to the top of the 7th. Should be number 8 is Barnes, but we've had a lot of substitutions. And now it looks like the Orioles have made some substitutions as well. We've got a new third baseman. It looks like that is number 4. And number 4 is Annabelle Schutte. So Annabelle going in for Mackenzie Evenson. Uh-oh. All right. Top of the 7th here at Oriole Park at Aquila Fields. And we'll be leading off with, I believe it's Jessica. Nope, now they've got a substitution. This is number 5. And number 5 is Sam Hultquist. Hultquist in for Barnes. Hultquist. There we go. Hultquist was the pinch runner the last inning that got thrown out stealing second base on a fine play by Shea and Maddie. Oh, and Resnick jumps right on her. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. Nobody out. Top of the 7th, 7-0 here. Cooper Hawks. Sun is hiding behind the clouds. It just got a little colder here and the wind picked up a tad. Resnick right back 0-2 now. Took her outside, took her inside. We'll see if she goes with the changeup. Shea's gonna look, give her the inside tap on the thigh. See if she pulls her outside. Yep, they're going outside on this one. Oh, and the changeup, beautiful pitch. Oh, did she pull the string on that one? Wow. So I believe that's Lauren's 7th strikeout of the day. And this will bring up Judy Bruner. Judy's been on a hot streak. She got a double last time up. She really timed Lauren, and she hit one out to right center. And Resnick comes right back with the changeup. So Resnick has thrown 4 strikes in a row. Judy's usually not a first ball hitter or swinger. So probably try and jump on this one. Ooh, just missed a little high. 1-1 the count on Bruner. Judy grounded out in the 2nd, and she got a hit in the 4th and a hit and a double in the 5th. Resnick, oh, a beautiful play. Resnick comes up nice. So 1-3 for the 2nd out. 2 outs, top of the 7th, and this will bring up Emily Sullivan. Oh, beautiful pitch. So I'm not sure what if the adrenaline is kicking in here for Resnick, but I think she's just going right at her. See if we get an off speed here. Oh yeah, we had the off speed. Unfortunately, it just fell a little short. 1-1, 2 outs, nobody on. Emily Sullivan at the plate. Oh, and Resnick throws the drop ball. And the drop ball goes in short. So 2-1 on Sullivan. Sullivan is the team spelling bee champion. Coach Aaron was telling me earlier. It's always fun to hear who the good spellers are on the team. Well, 3-1. After quickly jumping out 0-1 on the count, Resnick has gone 3 balls in a row, and now Sullivan's in a position where she can just pick and choose here. Oh, and she decides to go. Resnick, 2 hands, and makes the play. So 1-3 for the 3rd out. Resnick gets her an additional strikeout, and she gets a 1-2-3 inning. No runs on no hits and no one left on. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Orioles are down 7-0. Orioles should be bringing to the plate Paulson Resnick and Annabelle Schutte. So it would be the 3, 4, and 5 hitters unless Coach Wahutka has made some changes. Nice to see Lauren bounce back there with a really strong inning. I think she only threw 9 pitches there, so not a bad outing there, and that'll help her arm and her back a little bit. We've got Laura Beener on the hill again, number 17 for the Hawks. Catcher stays the same. That's Judy Bruner. She's had a great game, and shortstop stays the same. That's Tamara Hicks. So nice to see the Orioles that half inning get out the 4, 5, 6 hitters right in the meat of their order. Cooper coming into the into this game 0-2. Orioles are 4-4 on the season. And center fielder Anya Lindell Paulson will lead us off here in the bottom of the 7th. She looks at ball 1 low and in the dirt. Game time here is 5:49. Sun is still right here on the field. Shadow coming of the backstop, starting to creep in over the home plate. Anya way ahead of that one. Foul ball, 3rd baseline. Low and in the dirt. 2-1 the count on Paulson, Lindell Paulson. Anya plays softball and basketball. She swings hard, but in the dirt, that's up the middle. Oh, and a beautiful play by Hicks. Nicely ranging towards the hole and comes up throwing for the 6-3 putout. So most likely Anya's last at bat today. She grounded out to second base, grounded out to first, and grounded out to short. So 0 for 3 on the day for Anya. This will bring up Lauren Resnick. This will be Lauren's 3rd time at bat tonight. Oh, and she's way out in front of the chain. She was looking to jump on something there. Lauren got a hit in the 2nd, and she flew out to the center fielder, left center fielder in the 4th, excuse me. So Resnick behind in the count, 0-1, 1 out here. That's low and in the dirt, and she's got even the count up at 1-1. Bruner set up outside. Oh, and Resnick watches it. 1-2 now. Orioles down 7-0. Bottom of the 7th. Looking to start some sort of a rally here. Ooh, inside and low. 2-2 is the count. Lauren doesn't get a lot of walk. She's up there looking to swing usually. She hits a hard one into the ground. That's going to be trouble. And Resnick's on at first. Really handcuffed the 3rd baseman here. Just couldn't play it. So 1 out. Resnick's up, and Resnick's on first, and this will bring up number 4, and that's Annabelle Schutte. Swings through that one, 0-1. That's low, and the count goes to 2-1. Oh, 1-1, my bad. Got a little excited there on the scoreboard. That's ball outside. Now it's 2-1. We're missing our old friend John Fromm tonight. John was working in Alexandria and couldn't make it back for the game. So, John, we miss you, and we look forward to our next broadcast with you. And Anya goes downstairs to pull one out. 2-2 the count now. Bottom of the 7th here at Oriole Park. Orioles down 7-0. 2-2 the count. 1 out. Resnick on at first. Schutte at the plate. She hits one. That's going to be trouble. Resnick's got to get there. Let's see if she can get there in time. She had gone back. Oh, and they got her out. Tough play for Lauren. She got stuck in between. So Annabelle finds her safe at first. Resnick was out at second. And now we have number 8, the first baseman, Lauren Myra. Really caught in no man's land there. Resnick thought that the ball was going to be caught. She did the right thing. You kind of go halfway, and then it just wasn't enough time. When it got through into the outfield, it wasn't enough time to get all the way down to second base. So tough break on that one, but Schutte finds herself at first. 2 outs, and the Orioles are looking to have a rally here with Myra. That's a good pitch. 1-1 on Lauren Myra. Ooh. The changeup just doesn't seem to be there for Beener. She's really struggled with that. Obviously, she's very young, and she's got plenty of time to develop that. That's a high hit to second base, and that should be the ball game. So F4 for the 3rd out, and on that inning it was no runs on 1 hit and 1 left on. And the final score tonight from Oriole Park at Carlson Field is the Cooper Hawks 7 and the Orioles 0. This will move the Hawks to 1-2 on the season, and the Orioles will drop to 4-5. Orioles will have the weekend off, and then they'll be lacing them up again next week. So not a way that the Orioles wanted to have the game go, but a good game. It was a good night here to be out in the field. It was nice to be able to be out with the sun shining, and the kids actually could feel their hands tonight versus the other night where they were in the freezing rain at Irondale. Wanted to thank Misty, Kurt, Kevin, and Paul Broden in the truck from St. Louis Park. This has been Mike Resnick and Park 16 TV wishing you a good night, and we'll see you next time.